Mad Bus Driver here, brothers and the ladies and haters that are most definitely watching. Yeah. So, as a empire rises, the seeds that it sows, the seeds that it plants to gain its status, its momentum, so shall an empire meets its demise. Yeah, so, I made a video previously about, so many Italian women with black men. It's crazy, stuff like that. Well, this one is about them girls in Belgium, Brussels. I'm sure you heard about King Leopold, right? You heard about King Leopold of Belgium. King Leopold had his own private playground where he could do as he wished, where he was not hemmed in by the constitutional monarchy in Belgium. And what was that place? What was that land where he could be free to do as he will and shape it the way he wishes to shape it? That was called the Congo. That's right, the Congo. Well, King Leopold, trying to extract the riches of the Congo, committed genocide. That's right. That's what he done did. And so to the point where he was shamed or censured or whatever it is. But he did that. So now, currently going on not just in Belgium, but also in places like Germany and Italy and other places, a lot of African refugees or African immigrants in general have arrived in Europe. And many have become successful or be able to eke out a living. Parties, rap, music, things like that, right? Let's not try to say, they're doing a lot of crime and only crime, right? Many of them are legit. The vast majority of them come in there are legit. Anyways, these brothers, and now if you're watching this video, you're going to see what you call, it's an African dance, Kazumba, exact pronouncing of the word escapes me for now, but I'll put it in, and other people will know, I'll put it in the comment section, whatever it is. But it's a type of African dance, and apparently this African dance have been getting really popular in the world, well, especially in Europe and in parts of America and stuff. And them European girls, the European women, the women from Brussels, from Belgium, have seen to taken a serious liking to it. And so they have these parties where they have these dance parties. So as you are watching the video and you can see the dancing going on, I can't play the music because copyright, stuff like that, but you can see that it's just nothing, well, with a few exceptions, but 90% of that is there. African men with these European women. African men with these European women. Now understand something. This is what the racist haters hate when they see this, because they know deep down in their soul, if they have one, that after this party is over, right? Them ladies that are dancing in that rhythmic vibe with their partners, they're gonna go home with those partners. They just didn't show up just out the blue. We're just gonna go to this Kazumba, if I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, dance party and shit like that. And this event, I'm just gonna go home by ourselves, especially if they found a partner there to dance with. Many of them showed up with the partners to dance with. You could see by the energy and how they dance, it's not awkward. So they've done this before. And many have met their partners there for the first time. And they're going to leave with their partners there for the first time. And this is what pisses people off, because they know what's happening after this party. What's going to happen? You could use your imagination. But hey, see, this is the thing that I'm trying to tell cats. That I'm trying to tell brothers. You are wanted out there, black men. You are wanted in the world. You see, you guys are living here in America, and you're dealing with that American drama, and that people are telling you all of this and all. But you see every day, brothers is walking around here with something different. So I mean, it's like, yo, I see that, but society's trying to tell me one thing. I got people on the internet. I got Umizoomi telling me this, and I got people yelling at me. I got these ladies that are supposed to be from my own culture telling me how dare I do this, but yet they love the TV show Scandal. You got all of that drama, but yet you see what's going on, and you see that these African cats and African Americans that travel abroad are living that life. Not all, because some of them pick crappy countries to go to and then complain and then want to troll people. But other than that, vast majorities that have done their research and picked good places to visit are living that life. I showed you the previous video of the black chick telling you about if brothers would go to Southeast Asia, they could become a king. Did I not? You heard it from her own mouth. So you can type it in pure comedy all you want to, but it's true. I keep hitting you with these videos. I'm not photoshopping this. I ain't making this up in CGI. This is real. This is happening. Look at the ladies that are engaged in these activities. Look at the photos that I got. I got photos of all different types of females from different types all over the world. Asian, Arabian, Arab, Persian, with brothers. You're wanted out there if you're a black man. You do not have to be put in a box. You do not have to be pigeonholed or whatever they call it. You do not have to run down a certain script in your life. You can do what you want. You see, I'm a dude with a helmet. That's my steed. I came in the game, and I decided, I'm going to put on a helmet. I'm going to do it this way. And so that's what I did. So here I am, a brother with a helmet. People want to fault me for it. Okay, that's gravy. But the truth is the truth. I bring you these photos, I bring you these videos, I do the research, I travel overseas to show you, but and some of you just won't get. Some of you sitting on the fence. It is real. You cannot tell me it's not. I mean, how do you have? I did a video before, a pool party with nothing but black men with white women. There's another video I did where there was another same type of dancing, nothing but they're at another. It's another like pool party event, predominantly black men with white or Hispanic women, because it's popping down there in Florida, South Florida, Miami. This type of dancing, these African dancing, is off the chain. These African dancing, they want to learn it. They love. It's like they want to learn that sexual rhythm to it or some shit. I don't know. Dirty dancing. They want to learn it. And the best way to learn it is to learn it directly from an African cat. And that cat, apparently, African American too. But it's just, I guess it just comes with the territory. I don't know. I'm just a dude with a helmet trying to bring you this knowledge, brothers. And so if they want to laugh, they want to laugh. But the truth is the truth. This is what it is. This is what's going on. Black men, I'm telling you. People, it's just bananas. So I'm going to do a story, right? And, I was trying to figure out I was going to do a story about how this new princess going to be popping off, this American princess, Meghan Markle, not Angela, or Meghan Markle is her name apparently, and she's going to get married to Prince Harry. Anyway, so they had a Christmas party, right? So you could type it in if you wanted to look it up. They had a Christmas party, and apparently the Queen's cousin, I forgot her name, Queen's cousin came on, and she was wearing a brooch, and on the brooch it was supposed to be offensive. It offended a lot of people. They said it was a racist thing. And why? Because why would that brooch be so racist? Well, the brooch was a picture of a person. What person? It was a picture of a Moor. A Moor? So what was the problem? It's a picture of a black Moor. Go ahead and type it in. Black Moor Christmas party, Queen Elizabeth, or royal Christmas party, racial controversy. Should have popped up. So the lady showed up with a brooch of a black Moor. And so because Meghan Markle has African heritage, I guess mom's black, so therefore she's a mulatto, they took it as an offense. Why do I bring that up? Well, because when I made a video about Europe has fallen, second Moorish invasion in Italy, cats kept coming along saying, no, the Moors were not. No, the Moors were Arabs, and look what the real Moors are doing to your peoples, and yada yada yada, and yada yada yada. Listen, okay, so if the Moors were all Arab cats, then why did Othello and everybody else after the fact that wanted to pick the Moors depict a lot of them looking like... So I just don't understand, you guys continuously want to try to pull the okie doke on a cat like myself who actually done the research. Because you can go all over Europe and they got statues of black Moors. You could type in black Moors of Europe and you will see their statues. You probably see the video that I post up about that. Anyways, so if the Queen's cousin, who's a royal member of the royal family, can have a brooch that has a black Moor on it because that was the Moors, then I guess I could safely say that yes, there is a second Moorish invasion of Europe because all these African cats is out here dancing with these beautiful European women. And this happened last year, this video you're watching too, not about the Christmas party that just happened a few weeks ago, or Christmas, a week ago. Anyways, but what you're seeing is that this party was last year's party. So I can safely say there was a lot of children that came out of this interaction at this event. Yes, racist white guys, a lot of children were born due to the fact that their mothers attended these events with these Moorish type men, these African men from Africa. I'm sorry, that's what it is. You cannot expect conquering the world, again, like I said, giving out your language, giving out your cultures, giving out your heritage, and then don't expect those people to sail back to the motherland or the fatherland or wherever this culture came from to see and to be a part of the source of all of their modern history. You can't expect that. You can't expect... I'm sorry, that's just the raw logic. You can't sit and accept all the positives of history and of your victive kin. All these guys that you say, because you're a racist guy, right? And you're saying all these people that look like you are a credit to the culture, it's a credit to you. And so for you taking all the credit, all the work that they've done, and you haven't done a damn thing, but they walked on the moon, or they invented this, or they invented that. You haven't invented shit. You want to take all that credit and stuff like that. But then when the chi is reversed, when you say when things aren't popping off like you wish to pop off, now you can't say, well, why are you guys coming over here messing with us? Well, I mean, you're taking the credit of what your ancestors done did, but your ancestors got to what they got to by doing and making certain decisions that got and led to the current events of today. And a lot of those decisions meant destruction of other people's societies and livelihoods and bonds and lands. And so now there's a different energy out there. I mean, this is a monster of your own creation. You created this monster. You created the myth of the Mandingo. You created the myth of the beast, King Kong. You created the myth of all of this negative shit. But you have to remember, you did that to make yourself look greater. You did that so you could be that knight in the shiny armor. The knight in the shiny armor can only be as great can only be as great as the demon that it slays, as the dragon, as the serpent that it slays. If the knight in that gleaming shiny armor is out there only chopping off worms and shit, then he's nobody, because, it's nothing. Why? Why would somebody appraise this knight and he's just going around killing random deer? That's not a reflection on your bravery. That's why you have the mythos. That's why you have what you have. That's why, these events in Mexico and in Spain where they say that the Reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula, they show the Moors, but they paint them up as monsters and shit, and that represents them, the Moors, getting kicked out of the Iberian Peninsula, and the Reconquista and reestablishment of the Spanish and Portuguese, monarchies and shit like that. All of these things build into the myth and the mythos, because you have to demonize in order for you to be a god. Well, guess what? When you demonize, you give, a demon is a deity too. So you give that demon power. You give that demon, come on. And in all your movies you make, you're always showing people trying to go over to the dark side. And what's the lure of the dark side? Well, guess what? As you see them dancing, that's the lure of the dark side. I love how you guys want to come out and you want to talk about IQ this and IQ that, and we got better IQs and you guys got the crappy IQ of 85 or 90 or some shit, and so your IQ is low and your station of life is low. Well, I got something for you. You want to talk about IQ? Well, I want to talk about DQ. That's right, DQ. And we're not talking about Dairy Queen. So you want to use your Victor Kin and you want to, throw out your little statistic about your IQ? Well, DQ is dominating the game right now. DQ is all over the internet. Go to your local hub where they have those videos that are adult. That hub, yeah, go there and look at its insights. That's what's the top typed in search thing. DQ is the top search thing for ladies. DQ. You guys want to talk about that? I mean, you're the ones complaining that your demographics aren't where they need to be. Well, come on, guys. Let us help you out with that. Listen, it's not being braggadocious or trying. We're just telling you raw reality. Things are changing. The world is changing. You just got to understand, and that's what it is. You're not going to go back to the way it was. It's not going to go back to 1800s. It's not going to back 1700s. It's not. It's a global world. Everybody's mixing. Everybody's mixing up. Chinese is 1 billion plus. India is 1 billion plus. Africa is at 1 billion plus. Yes, sub-Saharan Africa is at 1 billion, and then you add all the others. The diaspora, that's 1 billion plus. Yes, that's what's happening. That's what's going on. That's the demographic shift. It's not being an a-hole. It's just raw reality. You see how they're dancing. You see how the people are smiling. That is the future. The future is going to be a mixed future. Why people want to be so mean about it, why people want to hate it, it's just reality. That's what happens. But, what propels you that way is what happened before. People looked at short-term gains. They thought it would be a good idea to have that Southern strategy. They thought it would be a good idea to, handle with birtherism. They thought it would be a good idea to tell people there's tails that grow out your ass. They thought it would be a good idea to do a lot of things. But those things, especially when you're dealing with the people that learn how to turn lemons into lemonade or learn how to turn shit into gold, you could just reverse that. I mean, look at the N-word. Cats making millions off of it. Millions. Brothers, SYSBM, and the people that popped it off can't seem to directly make that money off of that word. Indirectly, yeah, but when you get directly into it, then, that's when he kicks in like Shinobi. But that's how it is. When you come from the tribe of alchemists. SYSBM, Mad Bus Driver, out.